Hi everyone, it is February 16th. I'm in the middle of the month right now, and here's an update of my 2023 Verne Manila rootstocks. So these are my latest rootstocks that I have in the ground, and they're all kind of meant for grafting, whether it's different projects in terms of grafting mature scions or immature scions. That's still kind of up in the air. So we just had like our biggest storm of the season, and sometimes what happens after that is you notice some of the trees you have, whether they succumb to like fungus issues or whatnot. It's usually not ever cold damage, but it's usually like fungal issues they have. So here's the first tree, and this one's doing really well. This one's shown this before. This is still mostly the rootstock. I do have some grafted immature scions that come forward here. These other three branches will be grafted over this spring, summer with probably more M4 seedling scions. Unfortunately, I'm going to show you this guy right here. I don't think it's going to make it. It might be a bit hard to tell on here, but if you could tell, there's a little bit of wilting. Some of this more tender growth is kind of wilted. And this is a tree I had issues with last year, where I got attacked by like a fungal issue near the bottom of its trunk. Seems to be happening again this year. Last year I kind of really sprayed it with some heavy duty fungicide to try to save it. This year I'm gonna just let it go. It's gonna die. I can't really try to pamper this again for 2 years in a row. I was really hoping that this tree makes it through this winter fine, and then could really begin some really kind of some top working grafts on this, but unfortunately it's not looking good again. I could tell already, if it doesn't show in the video, there's a little bit of wilting in it that I know is related to usually fungal issues that usually kills the like the trunk, the branches, or like some of the root zone areas. And this is the one from last year where I was able to save it last year with all this heavy kind of fungicide, but I'm kind of over this one. So it was saved last year, it did well, and then the end of the bark that was like dead eventually peel off. I kind of covered this with tree wound sealer to try to make sure nothing gets infected with it. Unfortunately, that is not enough to save it through this winter and this heavy storm that we had. Oh well, time to replace it with something else. So next up, right here, this is next rootstock. This one's looking really good. I got on here 4 different seedling scions of lemon zest. Each is a unique seedling, so we'll see what happens, what kind of fruit they produce. And this is like strong Indian Alfonso spice. This one too, along with this one on top, and this one on the bottom is a classic kind of tasting one. Not tasting, a classic scented one. They all came from lemon zest seedlings. So here's the Verne Manila rootstock right here. I actually planted like in a topper seedling on the side right here. Initially I was planning to kind of in-arch it and make it like a multi-trunk, but I might just graft this over with some other interesting seedlings, maybe other seedlings of lemon zest, and just leave it there and see what happens. Alright, next up, so next tree right here. This one I attempted some seedling grafts. They kind of took and kind of just stayed green for a while, but I'll be grafting some this 3 kind of nice branches on here, so I'll be grafting something this summer onto it. I kind of paint over the bark a bit, just kind of give it a little bit more protection from any kind of sunburn or fungal issues. I was a bit worried about that. It's looking good so far. Okay, go to the next one. Here is my next rootstock right here. Yes, the rootstock is looking nice, nice and thick. You know, rootstock right here. So this has in the back right here. This has sugarloaf, and then in the front here, this has coconut cream. Okay, let's keep on going. Here's the next one. This one is the rootstock. This one is one that I have not been successful in grafting anything on it. Tried a few grafts attempt last year on it, nothing took. But the scions were pretty weak. So this year, I'll probably start top working a bunch more of it. See what happens. Okay, keep on going. Here's one of my other favorite ones, along with the lemon zest ones you seen with a chat. Multiple lemon zest, unique kind of pollinated lemon zest seedlings. This one is all the sweet tart clones that I identified, and I grafted several different branches on it. They were just like, you know, little twigs, but now they're like much nicer and bigger. Let's see it here. And it's growing really nicely. Look at that. I think this coming year is probably gonna give me like maybe 3 or 4 more feet of growth. So see what happens. I don't think it's gonna bloom, which is not what I'm looking for anyway. And it is an immature seedling scion. So we'll see what happens to it. Yeah? Here's the next Laverne seedling. I could see that it's had some sort of slightly mixed blooms on it. Had new growth during the winter. Didn't really do well just because of the cold and the wind. But there's 3 or 4 nice branches on this, and I'm gonna eventually. So I was saying there's 3 or 4 nice branches on this, and I will eventually graft over them soon. Soon meaning this coming spring, summer. Okay, and next to it is the last 2. You know, I have this one which I put in the ground this year. Really nice one. Nice thick trunk on this. So this is Bennett Alfonso that's grafted on here, that's blooming right here. Top, this bloom. Top over here is Alfonso. And I had a Sunpari seedling, Sunpari scion that was pushing, but didn't look like it's making it. Kind of turned black and brown during this winter. So far just regular Alfonso is on here, and a Bennett Alfonso. I will plan to graft a white Alfonso on here, and then some of the kind of Indian varieties that kind of was bred out of the Alfonso variety. That's my goal with this tree, being mostly Alfonso or Alfonso-like flavored fruits on this tree. Okay, and I put this one very close to this one because this one was a bit struggling. As you can see, it is the smallest trunk out of everything I have planted so far. That I started the planted so far the 2019 rootstock. And you see it's kind of very weepy, like very weepy, kind of limpy growth like this. Like that. What I'm gonna do come this year, it looks like it has 3 nice branches to graft on, but I just don't like how, you know, weak and nippy it is. So I'll be cutting it way back down to around this height, and then graft from there. And so and then, like all these Laverne Manila seedlings, they're showing signs of mixed blooms, you know, vegetation and flowers. Okay, all right, everyone. Well, that's my update on my 2023 Laverne Manila rootstocks. Thanks.